All right, so hey Marcia, you've been here how many Easters?
Oh, probably at least 39, maybe 40. I don't know. I've been here a lot of Easters.
39 Easters, and so this might be the final one in your official capacity.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling?
I'm excited.
You are? It's because you're turning a page and something new?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really have any plans to speak up, but I'm sure there'll be lots of things that come up.
And you won't stop playing piano or doing handbells?
No,
Yeah.
not right now anyway.
Yeah. It's just time to slow down a little bit. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for serving for your 40-something-th time. We're excited to have you.
I'm glad to be here, and I will certainly stay right here.
You know, when I first came here, of course, she was already here playing. And I've always been impressed with, I mean, she could play anything. You know, most of you know I sing solo sometimes, and I sing in quartets. And Marcia has always been there if I needed somebody to accompany me or the quartet or whatever. And she's always been there to play for us. And, you know, she's such a good person. I mean, she loves the Lord. She knows what she's doing with that piano. I mean, she can play just about anything. It's amazing to me. I'm looking there, I'm trying to get one note, you know, and she's playing like 10 or 15 on that piano. And she is, I'm going to miss Marcia, you know, I really am. But hey, I understand, you know, there's a time in your life when you want to do other things. But hey, she'll be here. I've already talked to her a couple of times, and she said, "Oh, I'll be here." So, you know, I love Marcia and Ron, you know, they're great people.
I've done so much with her, leading me, and especially with the bells. I've learned so much under the bells with her. And as a musician, she is just astronomical. Well, when I first met her, she kind of scared me. I just didn't feel like I fit in anywhere. But over the years, she has just meant so much to me. Being in the women's ensemble, she was the leader in that, director. She's the director of the bell, our handbells, which I learned so much from her, and I've had so much fun in the bell choir with her leadership. Her music ministry is just astronomical. So just listening to her play the piano on Sunday mornings and everything she's done with the music has been very inspiring to me.
How has Marcia's ministry impacted me? Well, I have to say, she was one of the first ones that made me feel truly accepted and part of the music ministry, not just the choir, but also handbells. So that was a ministry that I had done, all the way back in the 80s in Corpus Christi, Texas, first time I'd ever done handbells. And I was so excited to see that it was here. Our former minister of music in First Baptist North Augusta, he had a handbell choir, and when they left, I kind of had to take it over. I'm not at all a handbell director, but Marcia is amazing. She knows everything there is to know about music, but she also knows how to minister to people and how to meet their needs through music. So that's been an exciting part, to be a part of a small little portion of Marcia's ministry here at Summerville.
I wasn't trained in music growing up. I just would sing in churches, but when I first came here, when she would step in and lead when Eddie would be out, I learned so much from her, with the techniques and skills that she would teach us and how she would train, and I felt like I was growing in how my music could impact others. And so she impacted me that way because she was willing to share and teach. And I also enjoy her ministry with the handbells. I enjoy being a part of being able to listen to that and just seeing how she ministers to her team that way and to the congregation. And it's a very unique thing that she does. And it's something special that we can watch and be a part of when she's doing that for the services. So she's very, very talented, very, very humble, very, very, very giving of her time. So we appreciate Marcia, and we're going to miss her. But we know we'll still see her around. But we will miss her at the piano. But she's leaving a wonderful legacy.
She has got to be the most talented pianist I have ever seen, and her music just fills me with joy. She just plays with joy, the choir sings with joy, and we've so appreciated her being here.
Gosh, that's hard to capsule, 40 years worth. I mean, she's just served so many positions, her incredible keyboard work, all the years that she led Sweet Assurance. What a blessing that was in my life, the unity of the women in that group and the music that we were able to do. There were times that she played for me back in the days when I sang solos. She made some accompaniment tapes for me when I would sing other places. There's just so many things. Her creativity with things like decorating and design for the Christmas tree, and her fine eye for detail, for the sound of a note, the beat of a note, the rhythm, and the kind heart that she has for everybody. And whether you sang the right note or not was not as important if you got the message. She was always about the message that was being portrayed.
You know, I've been in a lot of choirs over a number of years, and she is marvelous. She's been so faithful. I've enjoyed being with her ever since I've been here, and that's been about 15, 16 years. And you can always count on her. One of the memories I have is when we, during COVID, hosted our Christmas thing at her house. And that was a lot of fun. Everybody got sick, I think, from that time, but I remember that. It was just such an interesting time for all of us. But Marcia's been just so great. I know she'll be around and everything, but it's going to be hard to replace her. And she's just one of a kind, really. And her involvement with this and with the bell ringers, 2 groups that she's with. I think everybody just loves her so much, and it's going to be hard to replace her. And I know we all love her a lot.
Oh my goodness, Marcia and I go back from 1983, and just we connected right at the very beginning, and just dear friends. But I think the one thing that is very special to me and has impacted me and my whole family was joining forces in the Low Country Singing Christmas Tree. And in 1989, with a previous former minister of music, Rob Flint, Marcia and Ron, Jimmy and myself, and Pam and Rob Flint, we went and checked out a Christmas tree in Shandon, and decided from that night on that we would like to take that on at Summerville Baptist. And so we got all the organizational charts done and creative juices flowing, and for 25 years she and I took a major role in leadership and creativity. We were always on the team that brought it together, and it's just a huge part of our lives. It's like we birthed the baby, and at 25 years old, it flew the nest and did its thing. And I don't think until we get to heaven we'll know the impact that the Low Country Sing Christmas Tree made on so many people in our community, statewide, but also our church and the ministry. And it's just a really, really, really special time. So that probably is the biggest part. And then just being a good friend, a personal friend and family friend. She's probably one of the most talented people that I've ever worked with and worked under. Handbell ringer, singer, just a beautiful accompanist. He's very technical, proficient, and just a real sweet memories, and that I'll always have of Marcia Brantley. I love her so much.
Marcia has such a spirit of reliability. She is always here. We can always count on her. And when Eddie messes up sometimes in choir, Marcia's like, Eddie, we're over here. He'll sing something, it'll be off pitch, and then she goes, boom, and he goes, oh, that's a little high for tonight. I enjoy being with someone who has taken her job with such a sense of responsibility. And you can tell that she has enjoyed doing this, as this is her service that she has done for the Lord. And because you're not gonna do it under your own strength for 40 years. You're doing it because God's placed you in that job. And she just has such a grace about her too. I think it's wonderful that she has done the Bells ministry for so many years as well. They're just, every time I hear them, I'm just amazed at how wonderful they are. I mean, I've never heard them make a mistake. In the 9 years I've been coming to church, every performance I've had has been just perfect. And it's just so soothing to come into them on a Sunday morning and hear them. It sets a quiet tone for the service. So I appreciate her. It's gonna be huge shoes to be filled by someone. She just has been such a blessing to this church.
Well, I've loved working with her. She's done so much for me and this church and my family. And of course, her family is wonderful. But to mention some of the things that she's done that I know of from this church, of course, she plays the piano for the choir, and I've been in the choir for quite a few years. And she's even subbed for the music minister when they were out. And even before Eddie, she would jump in, and then she's so good. She's so precise. You know, she'd make sure we did things just as well and as perfect as possible. And well, of course, the bells, the Pimento Bells program was wonderful. I've been to a lot of those, and she's a perfectionist at that too. You can tell that the people are well-trained and well-versed on the program that they're going to do. And I can go back to Joy Singers too, which is the older group, or the younger group. We loved having her. She would sometimes lead us, and sometimes be with us and play where, you know, a funeral, or I mean a rest home or someplace that we might be going to. And then yes, she has done funerals. So really there's not much she hasn't done in the years that she's been here. And she's brought in some wonderful people that she knew that might be considered experts in their field, that could share things with us to motivate us, to inspire us, and keep us going, so that it's not just a daily routine, you know, that it's important for us to do what we're doing. And she would remind us that we're really singing and preaching, if you will, to the public, to the sanctuary people, and that what we do is important. That we should be looking at them, we should be singing as well as possible, and that they can hear us and understand. So yeah, it's going to be kind of mixed emotions to think that she's not, you know, she'll be here, I'm sure, but not in the capacity, of course, that I've just mentioned. So that'll be mixed blessings. But she's such a wonderful person that I can't thank her enough for all the things that she's done for everyone in this church, and not just musically, but helping people. Her family's great. Ron, you know, he sang with us in the choir and so forth too. So it's going to be interesting to see. I know they can't replace her, but Lynn's good, but don't get me wrong, she's wonderful too. But Marcia just had that special touch. So we wish her well, and I think it's almost 40 years, isn't it? Something like that. So that's enough. I had 32 years in the Air Force. That was a lot, I thought. But 40 years doing this, that's great. And even when she had to get her hands worked on, she came back, you know, after the surgery, and you couldn't tell that she went through all that in both hands. So wonderful lady, and what a gift from God.
Well, Marcia's been a blessing to me and to my family. It's great having her as your right arm in ministry for 19 years that we've served together. Just an amazing person that's helped me with trees, with the transition even getting here, coming to Summerville. She helped me transition from Georgia to South Carolina, allowed me to ask her lots of questions and learn from her, and the many years of ministry that she's been here was just a blessing to me. So about half of her time was spent with me, and I'm appreciative to her for putting up with me for that length of time, because we've had some great times. But doing the tree together, doing Easter services, patriotic services, going out and singing in the community, she's always been right there, and it's good to be able to count on somebody like that to be your right arm in ministry, because you really need somebody that'll not only show you the way, but also have your back and be there to support you. And she's done that to me over the years, and I just appreciate her so much. And while we will miss her, we're going to wish her well as she retires. And I know, just like I would say, and the Lord would say, well done, good and faithful servant. I think that fits her to a T.
My husband and I have only been here since August, so I've only known Marcia a short period of time, and met her, actually went up to the piano one Wednesday night just to relay a message from a mutual friend in Chesapeake, Virginia, of all places, who is our pianist at our church there, who knew Marcia, and to give her a hello message. And so we talked for a minute, and then Marcia said, "Would you like to go to lunch sometime?" And I was just like delighted, because I love getting to know people in our new church family. But Marcia and I have some kindred spirits with being in the ministry with Alan for 45 years, and she has been on staff here at the piano for 40 years. That's quite a commitment. And to give of her time from her family, where she and Ron have been here at church serving, and to be here every Sunday, that's not easy to do, and a lot of people don't understand that and get that. But it's a huge commitment, and I just appreciate for her years of service for all that she's done. I know she will continue in a lot of new ways, but I'm excited for her and Ron. But she and I love to sit and talk. We go to lunch about every 2 weeks, and we'll talk about just all kinds of stuff in the ministry and talk about our families, and we just have a good time getting to know each other. And I've really cherished that friendship, that new friendship. So it's been good.
With Marcia, when we came here in 1997, we joined the Singing Christmas Tree, and Marcia was there. She was so helpful for everyone. She supported all the ministry of that. She was like right there. So, and then she encouraged us to join groups, and I joined the Sweet Assurance group that she led, and sang with her for many years under that. She is a beautiful person to be with at all times, and so supportive, and we're going to really miss her.
Wow, she is so awesome. And as a musician myself, it is huge, the work that she's done all these years here at Summerville Baptist. The legacy that she is finishing is phenomenal, and it's awesome. And I can only think of the years and the years of practice and dedication that it takes to do this job. It's not easy. I do remember when I substituted for the choir for 6 months in 2025 when she had her hand surgery. One time I got frustrated at Eddie about something, and I was over at the piano and I was getting big old tears in my eyes and everything. And I said, Eddie, I'm not Marcia and I'm not Lynn. I'm someone else. Those shoes were big to fill, even in that 6-month period. So with courage and a lot of trepidation and a lot of nervousness, I will be assuming that role when Marcia retires. But it's with sadness and joy that we see her retire. She certainly deserves it. And many people do not know the level of sacrifice that it takes to do this job. It's a labor of love. No amount of money can pay or would ever be enough to be able to praise the Lord through that instrument, and to be able to work with such a phenomenal choir and music program that we have here at Summerville Baptist. So it is, it's a legacy to go down in the books. It is big shoes to fill for the future, and it's something that I certainly don't take lightly. I know all of us around her are just so excited for her retirement, and we want it to be the very best years of her life. But I believe if you ask her privately, she would say that all those years that I served at Summerville Baptist were some of the best years of my life too. So Marcia, we want you to go and have a great retirement and do some traveling and do the things you want to do, and just go forth and continue to be that salt and light wherever you go. And believe me, we will strive to honor your legacy as we move forward here at Summerville Baptist Church.